In today's mobile world, having an online presence is essential. Businesses from large to small have thrown away their printed brochures and turned to websites to promote, advertise, or explain their products and services. But while being online seems commonplace these days, many companies still don't have a website, or they may have a website, but it's simply not working the way it should. Travis Bennett is the owner of StudioDigita.com, and it's his job to make the complicated look easy and to help businesses build websites that don't just look good, they perform well too. Well, Travis, in today's world, how important is it to have a website and a good website?
It's really important. There's about half the businesses, the small businesses, don't even have a basic website up. And the ones that do, a lot of them they've had something from 5 years ago that they had knocked together, and today it just doesn't keep up. And when people go to your website, if they can't find the information they're looking for, if they can't find the information about your products, it just doesn't look good.
I mean, as a business tool, it's a really important thing, isn't it?
Definitely. Your website is one of the first places people go when they want to find out more information about your business, when they want to research, hey, is this a company that I want to do business with? And if you don't have anything there, it's the equivalent of forgetting to put an ad in the yellow pages back in the 90s.
So, I mean, is it important too that your website sort of is up with the times, you know, that it looks like the world that we live in today?
Definitely. You need to keep up with the latest trends, but not just for the design, you also need to keep up with the latest development trends. Google just released an update where your website needs to be mobile responsive. If it's not, when someone's on a mobile device searching for whatever service it is that you do, if your website isn't going to look good on their device, you'll be pushed down in the search results. So you actually get penalized for not having an up-to-date website.
Now, your background, I mean, are you a computer geek? Is that your background? Is your background sort of more marketing and business?
It's more marketing and business, but I've always been a bit of a geek. So I'd played around doing a lot of my own websites beforehand, and now I have a great team of freelancers and myself who we build really good websites for our clients.
I'm in the content business too. I mean, I always say to people, it's great if it looks good, but it's got to have something in there too, doesn't it? Definitely. The content is really important.
Yeah, content is really important, and also is the performance. Everything that you build, it's not going to do you any good if you have a website that takes 25 seconds to load. And all the websites that we do, we test and we make sure that the speed is up there. We do split testing on the content to make sure that what you've got on your site is actually going to help you get conversions.
Now, a lot of people sort of maybe get nervous. They think, oh, okay, it's going to cost me a fortune. It doesn't have to cost a fortune.
Definitely. It all depends on what you're after. You can go something very simple, and it's going to be a couple of $1,000s. You can go for something completely customized and you're looking $5,000 to $10,000. It just depends on what your needs are as a business. But there are a lot of options out there to get you a simple, functional website that looks good and works great without breaking the bank.
Now, the other thing too is video.
Yep.
Everything's about video now too on social media. We're in the video business. People want to put their corporate showreel on. Video has to work too on the website, doesn't it?
Definitely, and it's very easy to do that. A lot of the channels like YouTube and Vimeo integrate seamlessly with the websites that we do. So you don't even have to host the video on your own website. You can embed it and it can play either automatically, or you can have pages up that show, hey, look, this is what we do and this is what we're about in your website itself.
I mean, from an environmental perspective too, it's better to have a website than a brochure, isn't it?
Definitely. I think people, when it comes to brochures, they don't look at them and they don't use them. It's great when you give a handout to someone and say, hey, look at this, and they look at it like a pizza flyer they get in their mailbox and then go straight in the trash afterwards as well. Your website's always there, and so long as you're keeping it updated with really good content, it's going to be present and people are going to want to see what's there.
And you're saving the forests.
Definitely, you're also saving the forests.
Now, I mean, when someone comes to you and says, listen, I need a website, I've got a business, how does it begin? I mean, what do you do for them?
Okay, the first step is to sit down and figure out what it is they're after and what kind of scope that they're working within. You know, if they want kind of like an online brochure just with some basic information, these are the clients that we've done work with, these are our services, we just kind of flesh out what it could look like, and give the clients a few different options to say, well, you know, it could be like this or it could be like this. So they've got the choice over the design process a little bit to say, look, this is what I want. Then it scales into, you know, really big solutions. If you want e-commerce functionality, if you want something a little bit more interactive, you can also do that. But it comes down to your business. You know, if you're a small law firm, you might just want a basic site. You know, if you're a new pizza company here in Thailand, you might want a whole e-commerce platform developed with delivery options and online payments. So we can be flexible based on whatever it is the client's after.
And how long does it typically take a good website to be built?
It also depends on the scope, but a simple website would take 3 to 4 weeks to finish.
Okay, well that's pretty fast turnaround actually, isn't it?
Definitely. That's one of the things that we want to focus on is it doesn't have to take forever. You don't have 6 months of chasing up developers and designers to get your website up and running.
And how often should you update your website?
It depends on your industry, but every couple of years is probably a good benchmark to say, hey, look, maybe we want to see what the latest design trends are. Is there any major flaws in our website we need to address? And things like security updates and vulnerabilities, you need to be doing them constantly. There's new threats coming out every single week, and it pays to have someone on board making sure your website isn't going to be punished or be vulnerable to those.
Yeah. And how diverse have your clients been?
Very diverse. I've had from Australia, UK, the US and Thailand, I've had clients all over the world, ranging from major freight forwarders to small operations running out of their home offices as well. It really just depends on, no matter what business you're in, you need a website. And they can be a one-person operation, or they can have 200 people spread over 15 different countries. They all need a website. We do custom website builds and also very simple website builds for clients. We can help with online marketing and promoting your business online, and also writing the sales copy that you need when you want to promote to make sure that your website looks good and it also converts to give you the results that you want. Because ultimately, your website should be a tool to help you find new business. That's the whole goal, and that's what we help you to do.
Even the smallest company can make a big impression with a smart, efficient and creative website. And then you're just a click away from the rest of the world.